Good point, John.
Okay. The smooth sounds can't tell us nothing. Party people, let's get our vibes out.
Party people. Yeah, I don't even know if they have something a little bit more
with some techno bass.
Maybe this one.
Okay. Oh,
where's this music from?
This is from StreamYard, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh.
Anyway.
You are rocking to the CTUN podcast. I ain't gonna lie, if there was some like, hopefully one day when we can start touring theaters or maybe bigger, I want to do like, I don't want to do pyro intros, but I do like having like this smoky, get the crowd hype, come out and the audience is like, we're here to see this show. They're here to bring us this show kind of vibe. So I've been like thinking about that in my head, like, man, how could that work? How do you, even if we were like a sketch group, how could you make the intro of a live show more exciting without making it hacky? Like having pyro and, without the Miami Dolphins are not coming out of a tunnel, slapping fans and stuff. Musicians have it made, man. They can musicians can do whatever the hell they want to intro their own concerts. I'm so jealous of them. Like anything, they could intro somebody else's song, and that be the way they intro to their own concert. Like comedians can never like come out telling somebody else's jokes to intro their set, or play another like we're gonna have a Dave Chappelle show playing while everyone's getting ready for us to come out. Like, you can't do that shit. Like, but yeah, my thoughts. Just my thoughts.
Oh, yeah, muted Antoine.
Got him.
Got me. I was saying you can't do like joke covers or something. Like just start saying a joke and everybody else starts cheering. That's not even your joke. But
that one.
So you said there couldn't be a cover joke comedian. He's masters.
Oh, that would be
all these different comedians jokes, and he goes out and he does it.
You have like impressionist comedians, which is kind of like it.
It kind of is,
but it's not. Yeah, it's not the same. It's just going on stage and saying a bunch of different comedians' jokes.
Yeah. That's
why not? Why can't you have that?
Because comedians would kick your ass if the fans appreciated it. Then the comedians would be at like this weird crossroads. But comedy is such a I believe like every time you hear the joke, it loses its sting. But I've heard songs that I've heard, and then 5 years later, I heard it again in a different context, and it gave me a whole regenerated like feeling towards the song. Jay-Z has some songs like that for me.
I literally just went on the other day, like an Alicia Keys binge. I went like right back to You Don't Know My Name and just started playing tracks like singles from that then on.
Oh, I love them.
I was like, they're still jammed. Like they're still great songs. And she even had this one video, I think when she hosted the Grammys, where the name of the video I saw is called Songs I Wish I Wrote. And she was just playing two pianos and she was playing covers of other songs like on it. And it was real dope. People weren't getting pissed in the audience. People weren't like, "What the fuck?" Not her.
There was one comedian who was not happy.
That is not your material, you hack.
Alicia Keys. What a hack.
What a hack. She just sings other people. People say that about Bruno Mars. I think he's like one of the most incredible like I've heard him cover other people's music, and I was like, dude, he put the Bruno Mars spin on it, and it's like, wow, like it just made that song have another pedal to it. But a joke, I don't know, man. I don't know. And and I'm torn about that because like I like writing. Like I would love to write for some comedians. I don't think there's jokes that I feel like I probably could not perform or wouldn't have the chops to perform, but I could write it. And writing it for a comedian to perform, I'm one of those guys who if you're not trying to be top five, you're just trying to make a dope ass experience for your fan. Who cares if you get other people to collaborate with you? If you're trying to say like, man, I'm top five, but you're literally like hustling other people's bars or jokes and stuff, like you're touring, got all these comedians touring and stuff, then I would have a problem with it because you're willingly deceiving people. If they say to your top five, if you found out Muhammad Ali fought, man, 50% of his fights and the other 50 weren't really Ali. Ali just trained the guy to look like him to go fight him because he was like, there's a punch I can do better if I do it in this fight versus you, but you're gonna get the credit for it. People will be like, man, you're not the greatest. You can't call yourself the greatest. You had the perfect record, but you're not the greatest. The greatest means you fought every battle. You went against every challenge. And I'm assuming because he did have losses, like Ali had losses, he was authentic in his experience. And I'm torn about that with art. Art is kind of like top five. I'm one of those guys who are like, I don't really have a top five anymore because I love so many different artists.
When you talk about top five artists, you got to talk about the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, which is what you're listening to, everybody. This is an improv group out of Houston, Texas. This is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show right here.
Straight out of H-Town, baby.
Yeah, the HTX, baby. We sort of just kind of hang out, vibe, chat. If we see something interesting in the world or have a special guest, we'll bring that onto the show and use that to inspire improv scenes sometimes. But I just wanted to make sure I got that intro in. I don't really have top fives either. I don't like to make a limited amount of space for people who inspire me. But you still have just top artists and top creators, top performers in each category. You might make subcategories. You might not say, oh, maybe Bruno Mars isn't your top five singer, but he's the top five live act, right? Like maybe you have like different versions of top five. So who even cares?
While we're on this topic, top five non-CTUN improv troops. Who'd you say is your top five you've seen?
Amici, why don't you go first?
and you could do sketch groups too. We could mix up sketch groups too. We could do sketch groups.
That's just hard to do off the top of my head. Again, I'm a guy who doesn't really do top fives as well.
All right.
It's hard to put. Yeah.
I'll simplify the question. The world is going to end. You got 5 improv tickets, 5 comedy tickets to go see 5 shows, but they're improv and sketch shows. Who are you going to go check out? Every group in the world is performing. Which 5 are you going to go see?
Well, nobody, because the world's ending. I'm going to be real depressed.
Everybody's putting on the end of the world performance.
The right answer is CTUN is performing. We can't go to other shows.
That's an interesting way to put the question, but I like it.
So I'm going to be too depressed to go see him from.
All right. How about this, Amici? How about this? Let's alternate. Mm-hmm. I'll pick a group, you pick a group, and we'll go off of that. right?
I'll pick a group
Between
too.
the top. And John will pick a group as well.
All right, cool.
CTUN
Throw
can
a bunch
build
of
one.
groups. Yeah.
Yeah, CTUN can build the top 5.
All right, we'll throw out a bunch of groups. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. One of the first groups that came to my mind is a little duo called Off Book. They actually do musical improv. Now, I'm not always a big fan of musical improv, but the way they do it, I found impressive and enjoyable multiple occasions.
Shout out to Off Book. I agree with you on them. They are dope. I've seen them live.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard their podcast, audio, and I've seen them on television or YouTube, and they're incredible. They're awesome. I wish I would have spent more time like making a connection with them, but they were dope. So I could see that. Singing improv is like it's a whole nother thing, man. Like that show could somehow work in Vegas, right? Like I could see that show in some kind of form, because that's just incredible what they do.
If you can have a guy with puppets on stage in Vegas, you can have them.
You can have Gallagher. You can have Off Book. Shout out to Off Book and Gallagher.
I would definitely throw in 3P. Not just because my twin brother's in there, but I mean, it was just like the first time I saw them perform in Chicago. It was like a very sort of like, oh, this is like an all black troupe. The first like sort of big all black troupe I got to see. They're all just very different, very funny in their own ways, and the way they sort of weave things together was just like sort of like this is possible. This is great. This is amazing to kind of watch. So
I will agree with you, including that your twin brother was in 3P. 3P was they're definitely in the top 5. I wish I could see the group with all of its members. It would probably be the only bad thing I had to say about seeing this show. It was incredible, and it was missing other strong pieces that weren't even at the show that I went to, which was in the Houston Trio Comedy Festival. And they definitely in the top 5, easily, for sure. I guess it's my turn then, huh?
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about this whole time. No. Shout out to the white women.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that show on The Humble and was like, what is this? Who is this? And I was like, have you seen White Women? I'm like, who the fuck is White Women? And the name White Women is just incredible. That's one of the greatest improv names. I mean, 3P is a great name too, based in Chicago. I mean, you can't get any more dope than those names. White Women is a dope name. Has no white women in the group, at least not that I know of,
quite the opposite,
or that has identified as. But there are a bunch of black guys.
No transracial members.
No transracial members. But the guys are, just another black improv group that if you haven't seen, I mean, incredible. So I'll throw them guys out. I'll throw them out. And I've seen them twice. I've seen them in LA and I've seen them at Trio Comedy Festival.
Shout out to Carl Tart. He's been on the show.
Yep.
Yeah, sir.
All right, I'll go next. I'll throw out, if this can count, because the group is actually a little amorphous, but Ass Cat. I'd go check out an Ass Cat show. They're in the end of the world. Usually has some of the top performers in the UCB, special guests that you would recognize a lot of the times. I remember we saw them in New York. Definitely seen videos of them as well, and yeah, it's just like you definitely learned something watching them. They've been doing it for so long. A lot of pros on stage, just putting on a clinic.
Yeah, that Ass Cat show is probably one of my favorite improv moments. Coming from Houston, I never imagined I was going to go see the Ass Cat show, especially not in the way that we got to see it we all got to go and see it together. We were invited to the show, which was pretty dope. And I remember the guy that was the one of the speakers. I've seen him so many times on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I forget his name every time. But he was a guest, and they just put on a clinic, and it was just like watching a whole bunch of extremely devoted improv artists who also have other careers, who don't really show. I didn't see a lot of fear. They didn't have to prove anything. They just went after everything that was in front of them in very precise and specific ways. Man, it was dope. So I definitely agree with him. Big. Go check out ASCAT anytime. Yeah. Yep. So what's that? That's 4, right? So got ASCAT, White Women, 3P, Off Book.
Yeah.
Who's that 5th one?
Well, that's a tough one. We cut to John and Antoine having lunch, and Misha walks over. Well, hey guys, let's have a quick question. Quick question for you guys.
For sure.
So I'm putting together a list of my top 5 friends, and I've got 1 space left, and I just want you guys to both, pitch me why you should be on my list of top 5 friends.
Okay, that sounds cool, Amici. Are we talking top 5 friends we talk to on the phone? Top 5 friends we follow?
Top 5.
Yeah, like top 5.
This is all rounders. This is like all rounders. Like, if I have to do a favor, I got like a hierarchy of I'm sorry, I can't come see you in the hospital. Antoine's having a birthday party, so he's in my top 5 friends, so I got to go to that.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
All right. So we start with number 1 being the highest, 5 being the lowest. Is that how we're going?
So can I ask a question then? Are you saying that there are 4 other friends above me at the moment, at least?
Yes. I've told them 1 to 4, and number 5 is going to be one of you 2 guys. But I just want you guys to pitch me why you should be number 5.
Okay, but who? I'm trying to figure out the competition here. Who's above me right now? I'm your boy. I'm your boy.
Okay. Well, number 1, Barack Obama. Number 1.
You're not friends with Barack Obama?
It's not possible, man. It's Barack Obama, man. I've never seen you guys ever talk.
Seen you hang out.
You never even mentioned Barack until this conversation just came up.
Okay, look, he doesn't like me taking pictures and stuff with him, so he doesn't want too much stuff getting out. So we just sort of play golf and things like that. It's like real quiet.
Okay, so he doesn't like to be talked about. You guys play golf and he's your number 1. This is crazy. It's ridiculous. What about number 2?
Number 2 is Michelle Obama.
Michelle
Obama.
How much time are you talking to Michelle if you're friends with Obama? I mean, Barack. I mean, that's like, do you hang out with them together?
Yeah. I'm in a friends group with them. There's like a big group, like big famous celebrities. We all sort of hang out, and me, like celebrities and me.
Celebrities and you're in the group of celebrities.
I've never heard you talk about Barack or Michelle in a friendly manner, and it's blowing my mind.
I never said my friend Michelle. I'm pretty sure I said
that Michelle.
You were talking about Michelle Obama.
Yes.
Oh, this is crazy.
Listen. Well, I personally don't think I should be a level 5 friend. I'm a high value man. I make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. I'm an alpha male. Anytime you need an alpha male, you call John. You're like, hey, John, I need an alpha male to come over here to do some alpha male stuff with me, right? You don't call Obama for that. He's too tied up in context,
He said almost the exact same thing, word for word, when I asked him if he wanted to be, if he wanted to be in my top 5 friends. That was almost like exact pitch. So
you asked Obama if he wanted to be in your top 5 friends, and he had the pitch for you.
It's only fair. It's only fair. Everyone gets
I
picked.
understand. I'm a great friend.
Yeah.
I'm a great friend. I'm a great sidekick. I'm a great wingman. You're not gonna get that in Barack Obama or in John with all of his outfitness. Remember when you need to get picked up at the airport and you sent me to George Bush, and when I got there, you said, "Oh, actually, my luggage is there, but I'm at Hobby, and I need you to come down and get me at Hobby."
And then you waited to pick up my luggage.
Yeah, I have to wait by the cart, by the conveyor belt to get your
That's
luggage.
swag. I mean,
And then security guard almost tackled you because he was like, "Hey, that's not your luggage."
Yeah, he asked for my ID. It had your name on it. Had to say, "No, it's my friend Amici." You should.
Anybody can get tackled doing that. That's not a good friend. Remember that time I bit that waiter on the hand when he tried to take your plate too early? Remember that?
I wasn't done. I wasn't done with my soup, and he
And
tried
I bit him. I bit his hand.
Mhm.
That was for you, man.
Yeah.
That's that alpha friendship I got.
Yeah, you know who's also done these two wonderful things for me?
Who?
My it's not Barry and Michelle. It's like one of my other friends who's number 3. My friend Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
You have a friend named Beyonce.
What does Jessica think about you being friends with Beyonce? And I mean, that's such a weird friendship.
Hold on. Let's not glide past the fact that he just said Beyonce bit a waiter on the hand for him. Let's not glide past that little tidbit. I find it very hard to believe that you would be out to lunch with Beyonce and she would bite a waiter on the hand.
And nobody else
eating soup slowly again. Yes, and I wasn't done with it.
And she bit.
And the waiter, he was just getting like a little bit impatient, tried to take my bowl, and she said no, and she bit him on the hand.
Amici, I was at your birthday party earlier this year. I didn't see any of these people there. How can they be?
I spent the night that night too, man.
John was there the whole night.
I spent the night.
John was there the whole night after he built that couch for you by himself.
Yeah.
And
didn't let nobody help me either, man.
I didn't see any of these people. How can they be in your top?
Well, they like their sort of privacy. They actually, they rented out the house across the street. So I was actually having 2 parties. I was running back and forth the whole day. You guys remember that? I was really sweaty at the end of the day because I'd be running back and forth.
I guess I remember you being kind of sweaty.
I remember me being really sweaty from putting together the couch. I just thought you were sweaty because you were trying to be in solidarity with me, man. I didn't know you were.
No, I was like having two separate parties. So what's going on for my?
We cut back to him at running between the houses at his parties, or walks into the one with his other friend, Amici.
Yeah.
We were just about to cut the cake. Why don't you do the honors?
Okay, great. Barry, thanks so much. It's so wonderful to have you 4 wonderful friends here. Jessica's across the street with keeping everybody else sort of entertained while this is happening.
You didn't tell them about us, did you?
No, they think I'm outside in the yard, like grilling or something. I just but yeah. This has been this is a wonderful sort of secret party experience. Thank you guys for coming. I know you could be off doing all these wonderful things, but it came for my birthday, and I just want to tell you guys that I'm putting together a list of top 5 friends, and I just want to get pictures of where you should be.
And scene. And scene. Never figured out who that 4th friend was.
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, I guess.
Jay-Z, I guess that was Beyonce. Below Beyonce.
Yeah, he's below.
He's cool.
Yeah, I think that top 5, top 10 mentality, that reminds me of like MySpace and the T-Mobile top 5, and like these hey Tandy, these like organizations or whatever trying to sort of get you to make a hierarchy out of your friends.
Yeah. Who's your number 1 friend right now today?
It is not AT&T. I don't care if they listen.
Oh, you got the AT&T virus too?
What?
I just made that up.
Oh shit! Hey, don't talk like that. I don't know what's going on. It was out at the house. I'm at the Airbnb. I had to hustle across town.
Oh wow, okay.
Okay. All right. I'm
nice.
here.
Did you hustle just for the show?
Hell yeah, I missed the last one. What is going on with Tuesdays? These are technical Tuesdays, technological failure Tuesdays. The AC last Tuesday, this Tuesday, the goddamn internet. But I'm here.
Amici, does that get Tandy in your top 5?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, she's
top 5 was I out?
We were competing for number 5.
Yeah, they're pitching for the fifth spot.
Oh, okay.
I think you just stole it, but I respect the hustle. Thank you so much for hopping on.
And
the Airbnb looks great behind you.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. I don't think it's been clean yet, so I'm taking a chance. But whatever.
That means you just getting business, right? Like you got tenants in and out, or guests, or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
just happened this particular time. I don't want to sell it, like Bernie Mac said. Everybody ain't living good. You ain't got to get on TV and show your house. I ain't trying to sell it.
Yeah, we were just talking about top five Empire of Acts we've seen. That's not CTUN.
Ooh.
Here's what's already been said.
Okay.
Off book.
Mm-hmm.
Three-peat.
Mm-hmm.
White Woodman.
Yep.
And
ASCAT.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah. We're missing a fifth.
Do we do did y'all do was it Black People? I mean, I don't think they were I
didn't know if they were a troupe, but I did see it. I did see a show, yeah. And that was a fun show too.
That was a fun show, yeah.
And I've never seen the Black Experience yet, but I've seen a lot of some clips and some of their like show events on Facebook. That's the one with Phil Lamar and Gary Anthony, who did Uncle Ruckus. Clarence Thomas. Uncle Ruckus.
Oh, what about Astronomy Club?
I've never seen them.
Yeah,
but I didn't see them.
I've seen. I haven't seen them live. Wait a minute. This is performed live or like video?
It can be video.
It can be video.
It can be video.
Yeah. I vote for Astronomy Club.
You get Astronomy Club. Shout out to Astronomy Club.
Their sketch is strong.
Mm-hmm.
Really strong.
Yes, improv has to be good if the sketch is strong.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, glad you can make it. Sorry you ran into so many difficulties over there.
Yeah.
And I was just saying that, that last scene made me think of how certain organizations sort of try to make you make a top 5 out of your friends and relatives.
What last scene? Y'all did a scene already?
Yep.
We did.
Damn.
You just missed it.
Yeah. As soon as you came in, we had just stopped laughing about the scene.
Hey, Tandy.
You just missed it. The party just ended right now.
You ever have those friends who try to make you feel bad for not being? Oh, you should have been there, man. Oh man, you missed it last night. Oh man, it was crazy. It was so good. I'm glad you had a good time, playa.
Right.
Oh, but you should have been there.
Why
you should have been there? You would have had so much fun too. Yeah, you would have had a lot of fun too.
What were you doing? Yeah, it was less important than what was happening there right then, and you missed out, and you should feel bad about it.
That's really what it was. They really wanted you to be there. They missed you, and you would have made it be as fun as in their head they think it is.
It'd be one thing if everybody there was like, "Man, I wish Antoine was here."
That's it. That's
one thing.
That's the whole time.
We all wanted you there. That I feel like if they phrased it like that, I'd feel differently.
Now,
Man,
that
we
would make
miss
me
you.
feel like shit. If there was a party and everybody that went there that you knew all was like, dude, we just kept asking ourselves, why didn't we bring John? I would be mad as hell. That's like, if that was the case. Like, I don't care what made them think about it. I was still like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah.
What if it was like this surprise party for you? You know, not like your birthday. It's like like an Antoine appreciation party.
You
know,
should have been there.
Like you
And
should
they
have
thought
been
you were
there.
coming, you just didn't show up. Yeah.
I can see that happening at a job. Like, job trying to host something for you. They're also trying to keep it on the wraps. But you are kind of one of those people that are like, I don't give a shit about my job. I just go there and go home. So I could see someone like completely just bailing on at an at-work party for them. I can see that. I've had some jobs like that. I would have done that too. Hey, John, they're having your birthday. I'll get this stuff next week. Don't worry about it. I'll get it next week. Everybody's here. That's cool. Y'all don't talk to me any other day. I want to come and be fake around y'all.
That's why we're celebrating.
To get John to talk to us if we bring him cake.
See, that's some manipulation right there. I want your manipulation cake, manipulation party. You want me to do more work. You want me to get happy with y'all.
We cut to John speaking to his manager at his job. John, I'm actually really surprised on how you're reacting to our little attempt to celebrate your accomplishments. You called our cake a manipulation cake. You say we're trying to get you to do more. We just want you to be recognized for working hard. That's all. That's it. There's no ulterior motives here, John.
You see, I disagree. I took one look at that. You got a 3-layered cake, man.
Mm-hmm.
3 tiers. That's a pyramid. Pyramids are known to be what? Schemes.
Amazing accomplishments. Wonders of the world.
Yeah, 20,000 years ago. How many people you know building pyramids of wonderful accomplishments now, man? It's a scam. It's a scam, boss. Look, I just want to come here. I want to do my job, get paid on time, and get the benefits, man. I don't need all the celebratory stuff at the office. I get it. It's DIE and DEI, whatever y'all call it, is all up at the all-time high. Shout out to George Floyd, but I'm not for it. I want to go home. All right.
Yeah.
Keep all that celebration to y'all.
Well,
it's just manipulation, man. That's all I'm just saying.
See, I feel like these words are a little harsh. This job could be something where you come in and you do your work and collect the paycheck and leave, or it could be a family. So maybe you don't eat a whole cake, but I do have a little cupcake here. Why don't I just slide this across the desk to you, and you take a little nibble off of that. You don't even have to eat the whole thing. But this is just to show my appreciation for you coming in and doing a good job. Why don't you go ahead and take a little nibble?
And I think I could take a nibble in this cake, right? What way I'm looking at this is, if y'all appreciated me so much, all the money y'all spent on all these decorations could have went into my check. You know what I'm saying? That would have been the ultimate appreciation. You know?
Not how it works. That's not how it works, John. I'm sorry.
So you telling me if I bite this cupcake right now,
you will feel appreciated.
I'm going to feel appreciated.
Of course.
Okay.
It's basically a contract.
A contract.
Basically. By eating it, you agree that you feel appreciated. The icing on your face proves it. All right. This is great. You can leave now.
We cut to the break room. Man, I heard it was your birthday. Happy birthday. You can't even talk, can you? Look at you. You're full of remorse.
Look, I don't get why y'all doing all this celebrating. I mean, the cake was all right. And talking about I signed a contract, eating a cupcake. All I want is to get paid.
But that's how they get you at this job. You start eating food, you want to be polite. Next thing you know, you got contract after contract. I'm eating this sub sandwich that they had in the conference room. And it's a contract. It's a contract that says that the 2 donuts that I had this morning, which were also a contract, are now ratified and bonded to the end of my life. So I can never quit. But the food is so good. These contracts.
See, that's I never should have ate that motherfucking cupcake, man. This is a shame. You got to stop eating. You just said it out of your mouth. They gonna be able to keep you here for the rest of life. That's almost slavery. You don't even have that means you're not free until you die.
Oh no, I just opened up a bag of chips to go with the sandwich.
But why are you eating a bag of chips? You are oppressing yourself right now. Eating the chip. Give me a chip.
It doesn't matter. I opened
Stand up for yourself. No.
Now my kids have to work here. As soon as they come of age, it's contracts for my kids.
What have you done?
I don't know, but I'm reaching for one of these Canada Dries in here because my mouth is a little dry.
I need to get out of here. This is not a place I want to work.
Oh God,
we cut to John at home. With his family and his newborn kid. John, why aren't you enjoying this party? Like you wanted this. Like we just got a new baby. He's here at home. Our friends are here. Why aren't you having fun?
I don't believe in parties anymore.
What?
I think they
Why
are.
Not? They're fun.
I think they're not fun. They are completely manipulative. You only throw me this party so that you guys can guilt me into feeling good about waking up all damn night watching this kid. I was having a good ass time as a regular adult, and you take a party and some cake and a Canada Dry. It's still warm, so I'm gonna be burping all night. I see right through this. I see right through this.
You're making family sound like work. Family is not work. Family is family.
It is work. I don't get to leave this family job until I die. That sounds like slavery.
Family job?
Yes. When I'm at home, this is the job. I have to watch the kids, don't I? I can't take my eyes off them. I can't go to sleep while they up. That sounds like I'm on the clock, right? That's dangerous.
Oh yeah, I guess when you put it that way. But we get to have fun. We get to make great memories, and we have cake. Have some cake.
The last time I had a piece of cake, it was a contract.
It's your favorite, though. It's your favorite. It's chocolate.
You got my favorite cake, chocolate and fudge and icing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Something ain't right. I'm gonna eat this.
Something ain't right? Well, because I got your favorite cake, something's wrong.
Yeah. You got my favorite cake in the middle of a pandemic. I ain't been able to find this cake nowhere. But I'm gonna eat it.
Because we care about you.
I'm gonna eat it because y'all care about me. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this chocolate fudge. It's really moist.
Good, right? Mm-hmm.
Man,
right, great. See, it was just a cake.
It was just a cake.
And scene.
PTSD there. You won't even touch cake.
That's why you can't take your work home with you. That's why you got to compartmentalize.
Yeah.
You're confusing your manipulation corporate office cake with your home love family cake. Two ain't the same.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna lie, whenever I see like executives, leaders that have that persona, that's like they just have that like I run the company persona. I always imagine that they govern their household the same way they do their corporate life, because it works for them in the corporate world, I assume they would try to be like appointing their family as certain members of the family organization. Like, kids have jobs, they do certain things, they have meetings, conference calls with the kids and stuff. I know that's not how it really is, but in my head, when I see them, I go, that would be so much funnier if they had conference calls with their family like they do at the job, and they run through each person. They have to give them updates
and stand-up meetings and stuff.
Yeah, and give them feedback like, no, I need better 10% by the end of the week, son. Oh, I'm going to get a new son. You bottom 10% this year, kid. Thinking about getting rid of you.
We want to see your performance improve. We're not seeing it. We may have to go with other options. But this family might need to be downsized. That's all I'm saying.
See, those are that type of person that wouldn't turn it off is the type that doesn't really need a family. They don't need kids. They should really be single people, just going around, directing people all the time. But to be like considered most of the time to be really considered, oh yeah, he's part of the team. He's somebody I trust. Then they want you to have a family. They want you to have all these things. So
you can't trust somebody who doesn't have a family.
No, I mean
he doesn't have people.
Yeah, it doesn't have attachment, so it's really hard to trust somebody who's just kind of like they're like cats.
No single president.
But maybe we should have a single president.
I think so. That more time dedicated to the
Here's why. If they were single bachelor presidents, I would expect them to work balls to the wall their whole term. They have no excuses. You wake up, you're the president. You come home, you're the president. When you shit, you're the president. You have nothing else to do. But
no other hats to wear.
President, you better be the best goddamn president. I think a family does balance it out, but
what if this person, like, you go in single, but you fall in love, or you get a pet, or you just want to I want to go on a vacation. No, I gotta work. You gotta work the whole time.
I want a workaholic president. I've been seeing too many of these old presidents taking too many golf trips, bikes, falling off bikes. I need a president. Every time they show him, he's in that Oval Office looking like he's doing like hard ass president. Like that.
We cut to the Oval Office with the president's advisors who called the meeting for the president. Mr. President, sir, President Amici, you like to be called? You don't want us to use your last name. I think that's part of the problem here. You used to be, if you don't mind me saying, a hard ass balls to the wall president, but ever since you got that small dog, it's been very different here, and the entire White House feels it. That's why the advisors and I have called this meeting.
Okay, well, I mean, he's right here, so you don't say small dog. You can call him by his Christian name, Tiny.
His Christian name.
Tiny, yeah.
Tiny was baptized?
President?
Oh my God.
Just a Sunday, yeah. When I snuck away for a few hours.
Exactly. We had a very high priority meeting on Sunday, and you said you were unavailable. And of course, we had agents who found out what you were doing.
Yeah.
And
we had a detainee overseas that you were supposed to be negotiating for, and you, sir, you chose to baptize your dog. That was not going to settle well for the American population, would it? You're just not the same.
I mean, why not? Like, people have dogs, and my dog's soul was at stake, and so I had to go and get this done.
Let me jump in, guys. I'm here with the numbers, President Amici. When you ran, people voted for you because they knew that you would dedicate 99% of your time to solving the problems that we have. Okay. The fact that you didn't have anything, no dog, anything, they were pleased with that. We tried to keep the dog under wraps. We begged you, please just keep it inside. Lions say it belongs to somebody else, but no.
We called it Operation Three's Company.
Operation Three's Company.
Right. Well, yeah, I remember.
But there you were at the Regal Eagle, taking pictures with the dog. you know, on camera with the news media, showing the dog, talking about, you know, Tiny and how he's changed your life. Your numbers are going down. You were at 78%. Now you're at 54.
Yeah, those are great numbers. Thank you for bringing those up, because again, before, when you were all alone, you had no spouse or girlfriend, no kids, barely any friends. You know, didn't really have, like, you and your mom don't talk a lot. It was great. It was great. We love that you dedicate. Remember the picture that the news got of you eating soup all alone in that restaurant?
My gosh.
The American population loved that. They loved you because they felt like you had no attachments that would lend itself to any manipulative, socio-political or economical, you know, pressure. But with this dog, how do we know that the pet industry is not going to be coming after you? We're just trying to protect you.
Guys, hold on. All those things you described, I was a very lonely, depressed human being. And, you know, ever since Tiny's come into my life, I've started to feel, you know, you guys get to go home at the end of the day. I work from home. I work here. I live here.
So does America, Mr. President.
Yeah. Excuse my French, Mr. President. Fuck you, all right?
Wow.
We work so hard.
We do work hard.
And we have been covering up your bullshit. And you need to get your ass back out there and start doing better as a president. All right. I have had it.
Yeah. The people don't want to see you smile, Amici. They don't want to see you smile. We spend so much time getting photos and all this stuff out there, erasing it from the internet of, you know, just to show a hint of a smile or your teeth. The people want to see you serious. They didn't care if you were depressed. They thought that helped you work harder, longer, even stronger for them. So that's all the people want.
So we do have a plan, because that's why you hire us, right? Yeah. So we're going to be putting an end to Operation Three's Company and starting up Operation Old Yeller. We think that this will get things back on track.
So we developed a story where little Tiny got possessed by a demon and started foaming at the mouth. And the only way to save its soul is to put it down. We'll have a glorious funeral ceremony with Tiny on the national channels. Any of them, name one, it's going to be on there.
It's going to be there,
and you're going to be front and center with doing the eulogy.
Okay, I have a couple notes. Number one, that would be very heartbreaking for me. Number two, he can no longer get possessed by a demon because he's being baptized, which is most of the reason I did it. So I think we may have to think of something completely different.
No, baptism didn't.
I know the Tiny.
It didn't work.
What?
That's what the news is going to say. The baptism didn't take.
Yes, we're
going to baptize and failed.
We're going to arrest the priest who did it. We're going to say he was part of it, and then boom, we'll be good. It'll get some of the Catholic pressures off of our back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I mean, can I still keep Tiny like in secret? Maybe
No,
I just won't go out with him.
The people will need to see a body.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if you're lonely, fine. Have some hookers.
They're fine with that.
Yeah, America's completely fine with that.
And scene.
Shout out to that advisor team.
I did. John, you sent a story over that I did want to bring up, the Joey Chestnut story. Go ahead and share. So I can share the screen here. Let's get the story up in front of us. Really interesting stuff here. So the story goes, this guy, Joey Chestnut, is apparently the big dog in the competitive eating scene, wins a lot of championships. During his latest competition, actually, John, do you want to say what happened?
Well, I have a crying kid in the back, so
okay. That's
otherwise I would. Yeah.
During his last competition, some sort of animal rights protester interrupts, bumps into the guy to get his like sign out, and in the process, Joey Chestnut just chokes him out super quick, and then goes back to eating and ends up winning the competition. So shout out to that guy. I actually have the video right here. Let's go ahead and give it a watch. Make sure my volume isn't super loud.
So this is like during the competition.
This is during
the competition.
And he goes right back to eating.
That's how a president is supposed to work right there. Get that bullshit out of my face. Go right back to doing
what did the sign say?
What did it say? It said, I forgot what it's. It was
I don't even know what
Star
it
Wars
says.
related. It was something
No.
like Death Star.
Yeah, something with Death Star.
Smithfield. Oh
Death
God.
Star.
Something Smithfield Death Star.
Man, that's hilarious.
I comparing a meat packing slaughterhouse to Death Star. And he's got the what they have better Vader mask out there.
Dude, he put it on his face.
Yeah, this little tiny thing.
Halloween. Look at that.
He wasn't committed to this.
He's
He wasn't
not
committed to
committed.
this.
He knew Joey. He didn't want to have anything heavy on his head. Because he got choked out. He wanted to be able to.
Oh my goodness, dude.
To have
and I celebrate him double time, man, because we've been seeing a lot of people come out of nowhere trying to disrupt these kinds of events. And shout out to this guy choking the guy out and then scarfing down another.
He was like mid hot dog when this
9 hot dogs.
Is that half a hot dog flying through the air there? Yeah.
That'd be funny if he like grabbed him and shoved the hot dog in his face and his mask, choked him out and like got him off stage. Joey Chestnut, man, is definitely he gets the CTUN award from me, man.
I'm not a champion of anything, but I have to imagine if I'm used to winning and if I feel like I'm on the streak to winning and somebody does some shit in the middle of my thing,
I'm taking the love.
I'm
taking the love. I think that's like a law of physics, like winners win, you know what I'm saying? If you win it, keep going. You already got winning momentum. People gonna lose just because you got the momentum. But no, out of the stories I've seen, that one to me made me laugh because I remember in high school, me and my friends would watch this when it first started coming on ESPN2. And we would be watching football and games all night, and then it would come on. And then Kobayashi at the time was like the world's greatest hot dog eater. And then, Joey Chestnut was like his rival. So when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, the hot dog contest happened. And then I read the article again. I'm like, wait a second. He choked somebody out in the hot dog place. Oh shit, man! Shout out to Joey Chestnut, man.
Yeah, I remember seeing a comment on that story. It was like one person choked during the eating contest, and it wasn't any of the competitors.
That's crazy. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Joey Chestnut. Everybody get the award.
Yeah, don't mess with hot dog eaters, man. They are way more dangerous than they appear.
I think if Joey Chestnut bit the guy, no one would be surprised. Like if he just came into his personal space, he would have just gotten bitten, and everybody would have understood.
And if you've never seen those competitions in itself, it's one of the most hilarious competitions to watch. Those guys they're super athletes in their own way. So I can imagine watching it live and then seeing that happen real time as the competition is going on. Going, what the fuck just happened? Joey Chestnut, where's he going? And he just comes back and wins it. Crazy. So check it out. Check out the hot dog competition. Be a fan of Joey Chestnut. Shout out to Joey.
And I guess some respect for Star Wars for continuing to be on the wrong side. Well, Vader and I won't say all of the Star Wars.
Right.
But Vader just continuing to be that bad guy. Just never, even in death, we know he's gone. But people
Is Vader that bad? We don't even have time to get into this, but as like villains go,
he was pretty bad. I mean,
pretty bad.
He
was
blows up planets.
He blew up a planet.
He chokes people for fun. Remotely.
He killed a whole academy of children. Just killed them. Just whole Jedi children just flamed them. He's
okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
He cut off his son's hand.
What movie did that happen?
I don't remember that. He cut off his son's hand. You know, come on, that's pretty cold.
Which movie was the Academy one?
That was the one where it was a newer one. It was when he was transforming.
Oh,
he got lied to about the Jedis from. I'm not a Star Trek or Wars fan at all, so unfortunately, the ugly old wizard guy was convincing the Sith guy was convincing him as when he was a young Anakin, but he was already he was already stronger than everybody. He convinced him over to the dark side and convinced him that he needed to kill the younger Jedis to stop them from growing up and attacking the mission. So
gotcha. Okay, then I rescind it. It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
So
we cut to Amici's one of Amici's birthday parties the next year. Oh, hey guys. So I've had time to think about who's going to be the fifth friend in my top 5. You guys all gave me your pictures. They were all great. Loved them all. I'll say that first of all. Loved all the pictures. I'm actually going to go number 5. Is Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut is going to be number 5. Yeah.
Is he here? What are you talking about right now?
No, he's actually across the street. But the reason I get to him is I was eating soup again the other day, and the waiter tried to take my plate, my bowl, and he choked him out.
I feel
you guys haven't done that for me yet.
That's a pretty good movie.
I just want to say that I was the first person to attack a waiter on your behalf, and I think that should get some weight, right? Like
that's pretty good.
That
makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. And just to recap, your top 5 list is Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Beyonce. Jay-Z, Joey Chestnut. That's your top 5.
That's your top 5.
Yes.
I'm awestruck. We're at your birthday party right now. Joey Chestnut is nowhere to be seen. Neither are any of these other people. It's just us celebrating here with you.
Okay. I gotta go across the street in a second. It's gonna take a quick jog. But there's no space on my top 5 friends. There is space on my top 5 enemies if you guys want to be on that list. So
top
I'm just
5.
throwing it out there. Yeah. Number 1's already filled. But I'm just throwing
number
it out.
1's already filled. Who's number 1?
Yeah. Darth Vader.
That's not a real person.
That's your enemy. He's dead, isn't he? It's kind of a waste of the top 1.
I mean, he made a pretty big impact, and his spirit still lives on. So,
spirit.
Yeah,
still lives on. What are you talking about?
But anyway, if you guys want to give me a pitch, if you guys want to give me a pitch for why I should be, on my enemies list.
I think I should be on there. I met this guy at a poker game. He goes by the name of Voldemort. He's been showing me a couple of things at the house, but I mean, I heard he's pretty bad. I could be bad in association with him. You could beat him through me. And then now you got 2 enemy spots filled on your list. Me and Voldemort. I call him V.
Okay.
All right. Well, if we're making pictures, I want to get on some sort of list. So I was one of the people who killed the president's dog. I'm not supposed to say that, but yeah, it's Tiny. You remember
Wow.
Vice President Tiny.
Yeah, I love Tiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was vice president. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, he was.
It was an unofficial title. It was unofficial. It wasn't officially the vice president.
I agree to disagree on that one.
But yeah, I was part of the committee that planned to kill him. So,
and well, I don't know if I can compete with any of those other guys, but you remember that edible arrangement that you received about a week ago? Thought it was really delicious.
Yeah.
Chocolate covered strawberries. Yeah. I didn't want you to see it, so I took it out, but I might as well tell you now. When you ate that thing, you actually signed a contract that you were going to turn over the United States government to all the enemies of NATO and just, do exactly what they wanted. I don't know why they put that in the edibles arrangement. I mean, it could have just been a conversation.
What?
Yeah, I didn't want you to choke on the paper, but yeah, but you ate it, so now you it's a binding contract. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No.
Oh, wait, here it is.
And scene. And that is the Can't Deal With Nothing show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be doing the show every first and third Tuesday of every month. So come on back in.
First and
third, baby. I also want to shout out, just because we have this great graphic here, Saturday Night Live.
San Antonio, baby.
San Antonio. The first Saturday at San Antonio. I think it's the 6th.
And it's my birthday weekend, bitches.
And it's John Miles' birthday weekend. We'll be there in San Antonio doing a little show. Yeah. Even a little workshop, right?
A little workshop.
So if you're in the San Antonio area or want to make a road trip, come on out.
Got another show this Thursday, too.
We do have a show this Thursday. Mm-hmm. I don't have a sweet graphic for that one at the ready, but come on out to that one too. That's at Comedy Sports.
Just like old times. Look at us on the road.
And we hosting the jam too, right?
Hosting the jam this Saturday. That's the big one. Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah,
we busy.
Yeah.
We busy.
Yeah, check it out.
Well, until then, we are out.
Peace.
Gonna play this thing again.